Arrow.
Green arrow
Broken
peas.
arrow.
Nope.
Brother, brother, don't you know it don't matter where you go, bad news has a way to seek you out. You can change the pace, you can run and hide, but that don't change the folks outside. The world just has a bite, it's pretty stout. Righteousness won't fill your cup, your dues you don't just won't add up. Sometimes you gotta fake it till you make it. Show 'em just what you're made of, and all your dreams will stand right up. It's all right there, just ready for the taking.
Hey y'all, welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach.
And I'm Jen.
And today is fall planting day 1. So we are starting to get our first round of transplants into the actual garden and start this fall garden for real.
Yep.
So the first thing we're gonna do is our peas and rattlesnake pole beans today. So we'll show you how to transplant them, how to get them in the ground, spacing, all that good stuff. And of course there's probably some kind of humor that'll come about. I'll say something wrong and she'll tell me about it. But we got to get on it. We also are going to show you what the males do. I know a lot of people have asked questions like, how quick does it take the goats to clear out a completely just wooded area that is just full of bushery and everything. So that's, see right there's not right, is it?
Nope.
It's brushery.
Brush.
Just brush. Anyways, we're going to show you how quickly it takes them to clear out, because they've been in there. It was right before we went to Georgia.
Yeah, so about a week.
About a week. And so you'll get to see a 1-week update on what 2 male goats can do to a spot. So that'll be really cool. So y'all, let's go.
Let's do it. These are the peas, and they're doing awesome. These are the green arrow peas from Haas Tools.
Yep.
And they germinated very quickly, and they're already getting some true leaves. They've got their little tendrils coming out, so they are ready to get in the ground and start growing up.
Yep, and that's actually kind of our indicator on why we wanted to go ahead and get these in the ground, because we wanted these to go ahead and start attaching before they start attaching to each other.
Yep. All right, so let's take them over there. All right, so these were our Be It Alpha cucumbers from Baker Creek. They did awesome. I think I planted these seeds in March or April. It may have been April, and they grew in our greenhouse, and then we transplanted them to these little planter boxes, and they grew up this pallet trellis that Zach did a video on, and they just did awesome. This whole time they have produced. They're still producing, but we need the space, and we're kind of done with cucumbers. So we're gonna pull these guys out. You can tell they're not the healthiest, but they still produce. So
absolutely the best cucumber ever.
Best cucumber we've ever grown, for sure. Most prolific. Even though they are diseased, they still did really well. So that wasn't an issue, and they served us well. So now they're gonna come out, and we're gonna put our peas in there. What you using there, Rainbow?
I am using the Hori knife from Bare Bones. So Jess made this thing single-handedly the most famous garden tool from Roots and Refuge, I think. It's an awesome knife. Someone was nice enough, they gifted it to us. It even comes with a little holster and everything. Absolutely love this thing. It's perfect for everything that you need to do, and it's so sturdy. Honestly, it does feel like you're a little bit of Rambo. And I'm just sitting here cutting up cucumbers.
It does well, though.
It does.
Also, the soil that's in here is the same super soil that we use in our raised beds. We had some left over, so that was cool. We were able to put it in there. It's awesome stuff. We got it from our local nursery, and it is just the best soil ever. Ray, you helping?
Oh,
And-
it's on top.
Yep. And so the first thing I'm doing is the soil settles, just like any soil will. But don't throw all the dirt out now, okay?
It's expensive.
Don't throw the dirt. That's expensive stuff. Look, get the green stuff. See these?
There you go.
Pull those out. Not the dirt. So the soil will settle. So you want to kind of break it up, get it loose again, kind of just hand till it, I guess you would say. before you do any planting. So I'm getting it real nice and loose, and then what we'll do is we'll get the water hose and wet it down before we do any kind of planting.
All right, so Zach's measuring. Peas need to be about 4 inches apart because they just go straight up. They go out a little with their little tendrils, but mostly up. And a lot of people will tell you not to transplant peas, but we do it. We did it in the spring, and we had a really awesome pea harvest. They do really well, and we put them in these little grow bags because they're also easier to transplant that way. You don't have to pull them out of your little peat pods and, you know, disturb the roots or anything. 'Cause that's just the main thing. You don't want to disturb the roots, and that's why people say they can't be transplanted. But as long as you're careful, everything's just fine. You can already see their roots. They're doing awesome. These are some good pea plants.
That's right.
Green arrow peas from Haas Tools.
And if you're interested in them, we do have all that linked down in our description for Haas Tools. They have a lot of cool season crops that you can still get and get in the ground now.
Put it in.
Just like Daddy's done.
I'll let you do the next one, okay, Riri?
Also, ours were already hardened off because they've been sitting outside the greenhouse for about a week now. We put them out because it just got really hot in there. So they are hardened off, but if you don't know about that process, we do have a video on it. It was pretty early on, but you can find that, and it's a very simple process. It just takes a little bit of time. So he's putting them 4 inches apart. Ray Ray's gonna help.
Put that one in there. Good job. Fill it in.
And then cover them up.
So you may be noticing we're not throwing any kind of fertilizer or anything like that, like the Job's All-Purpose or any kind of the the plant food that you can throw in when you're transplanting any sorts of things. Reason for that is this soil, first off, it's already got good fertilizer in it still, but we've been treating this with fish minerals all year. So this soil is already nice and rich, and as you can tell, it's just black magic up in here. So that's why we're not adding anything else, and we'll still continue to do it with our fish minerals throughout the fall too.
They're working on that and finishing that up. We're gonna go over here and check on the boys and see how they're doing. What's up, boys? Hi, Charlie. Hi, Buster. Look at the work y'all have done. Y'all are doing awesome. So you can see through there now. They have done so much work. And they've only been over here a week. You can tell they're eating all the leaves and all the brush. You can completely see through it to the other side now. So they still have plenty to eat, but they have really done some hard work. Hi, babies. Charlie, you got that smell about you, don't you? You're a big boy now. No, Buster, so sweet. You guys happy over here? Hi, Charlie. Little cuties.
What is the
They're stinky boys. Stinky boys. Buster. Remember we had Buster in the backyard? That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We need to do that again soon. Stinky boys, but you're still cute. You're good boys.
Well, outside.
We gonna take a walk?
Yeah.
You don't have any shoes on, girl.
I know.
Starting to look like fall around here. Leaves falling everywhere.
Hi.
Oh, there. You saying hi to Sadie?
Uh-huh.
That's where our Sadie girl's buried. We love you, Sadie. We miss you, baby. That was our dog.
Yeah. It's a dog.
We miss her.
Yeah. We have one over a time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
Pond's looking pretty full in there. It's hard to see, but we love coming back here. We mow back here so we can walk around.
I found a dish.
Got a stick? Whoa, that's a big branch.
Yeah.
That's a pretty shot of the pond with the cattails. It's got water, but you can't see it really. But
Look. There's some on the dish.
yeah,
It might be cattails. I don't know what that is.
that's some kind of wild something. I don't know.
Look.
I don't know what
There's
that
a
is.
back one over there.
It's wild looking.
Look.
I had to get my phone and see if we can take a picture and find out what it is. Yeah, there is a black one.
Yeah.
I hear T-bird.
Yeah, it's a T-bird into the water. I don't want to fall into the water.
No.
Is it so baby?
Yeah.
And is there salt in there or what title?
Both. There's frogs and turtles. It's a pretty morning around here. Very quiet.
Oh, yeah.
That's our old chicken coop. It's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, so all dressed and not just with
Hi, girls. Hi, girls. I hear ya. T-bird's over there swinging. Hi, pretty girls. Y'all having a good day?
How was your day?
Hi, chickens.
A little bit.
Everybody looks happy. Hi, ducks.
Can we just go walk down
Zach got all those planted, so that's 6 of our pea plants. And they look good.
I did a little bit more than 4 inches. Probably about 5,
That's
6
okay.
maybe. Just give him a little extra room. 4 is really close.
Yeah. So now he's cleaning out this one so we can put some more in.
Second bed ready to go. Let's get this last little bed planted.
Sometimes I feel like I'm barely breathing. I don't know why, but I hold my breath. Usually it's without a reason. Feels like I just can't get enough rest. Yeah, everything is always changing. No state of mind's in a state of rest. Let it all flow and be accepting. Then all you can do is hope for the best. Does anybody ever have all the answers? Questions arrive almost every day. I'm sick of feeling like I'm the exception. I'm sick of feeling like I'm insane. Yeah, everything is always changing. The state of mind's in a state of rest. Let it all flow and be accepting. Then all you can do is hope for the best.
6 more, done. So it's a total of 12 pea plants that we have that we just planted just now. So one thing that we learned our lesson in on the spring crop when we did the peas was I did not have this chicken wire up. Something in my head was like, you know what, it'll just attach to the pallet, everything will be fine. It did, but not near as good as you would want it to, so it didn't take off, so it stayed pretty bunched together. We had a decent little pea harvest, but not much at all. So what I learned was, put the chicken wire on, it attaches a lot easier. So if you're using something in this kind of form or fashion, make sure you got some small wiring so those little, it can attach very easily to it. I see someone creeping behind me. There he is, what are you doing? You say hi to everybody?
Hi.
What you been doing?
Nothing.
You look tired. What's up, Ray Ray? You say hi?
Hi.
So another thing too, on this transplanting, you want to kind of pick a nice day. A cool day, a cloudy day. You don't want to transplant if it's 95 degrees outside, burning hot, middle of the day. You're just gonna go through a little bit more transplant shock than you should. So we picked early off in the day. It's pretty cloudy. It's only like 65, 70 degrees here right now. We're on a little bit of a cold streak. So I was like, you know what? They could probably get a little bit bigger, but we might not get an opportunity like this. So let's go ahead and get these bad boys in the ground. So that's why we went ahead and did that right now. So I actually think that's all I'm gonna get in the ground today. Not do the rattlesnake pole beans just yet. Just have these 12 peas that are there. So I got one open pallet here, but I don't have any chicken wire on it, and I gotta get the chicken wire on it and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna save that one for another day and let things get a little bit bigger. We're not gonna take this one off just yet because there are many white cucumbers and they're still doing very, very awesome and producing a lot of food to us. So we won't get those out just yet. We do have our carrots over here, which will be coming out very soon, as you can see here. And so this whole bed will probably be beets. And our beet starts are basically there. They could go in anytime. We're waiting for them to get a little bit bigger. But this entire bed is our goal is to be beets, because we love a beet and we want to can a lot more. The tomatoes, they're starting to go out. So we'll get in here and start getting those, but they're gonna last a little bit longer. And I'm trying to think.
I think we're also gonna pull these two. They've done really well. We're still getting tomatoes, so we'll wait until we pick those. But after we pick those, I think we're gonna pull them, and that way we can use this whole bed.
That'll probably be like a kale bed.
Yeah.
A kale or a lettuce bed.
This bed we made specifically for cold crops because this big tree shades it, so it does really well, even on the days when it does get sunny and hot. So that's a good little spot for some kale or something like that.
Right, that's why, like she said, that whole corner over there is what we just talked about. It all gets this shade from the afternoon sun from this tree, so that's why it's nice to have kind of some of the cold crops over here. What about your tea garden? We gonna do anything there?
Good. I think I'm just gonna let it
do its thing?
Yeah, let it keep going, because a lot of this stuff is perennials, and it'll keep going. It'll do fine. So I definitely want to leave my lemon balm. It is starting to get a whole lot bigger, which I wanted, so that's good.
So no touchy of the tea garden.
Nope.
Got it.
This was going to be our rattlesnake pole bean area, but Mr. Loofah has taken over this trellis, the next one as well, so that's not going to work.
we got loofahs all over here.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave them. But yeah, this is where we're going to do the rattlesnakes. So now I got to think of a different plan on where we're going to put those. Not 100% certain. Might be on that pallet, but we definitely need more room.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to use this thing for that. But it'll be okay.
The tilled garden's doing good with all this weed tart down. My chocolate mint over there is sending out runners. I don't know if you can see it. Got a runner coming out. It's expanding past the pot. But this is going to be our cabbage area, maybe some lettuces. What else you think?
That might be it, because we got a lot of cabbage and lettuce that I want to grow.
We could probably sit down and plan this out. That'd be a good idea.
Maybe. But like this bed, these things are going to head.
Yeah.
So it's going to be cabbage head and lettuce head, to where the raised bed, it's going to be trim and cut salad. So we're not going to let anything go to head. That's where the kales are going to be. That's going to be our like daily salad area. And over here is going to be the actual let it grow, let it get big, have some awesome yummy stuff. So that's what the tilled garden area is going to be for. Animals have been loud today.
They're very loud.
Yeah, they are. They just got fed. I don't know what their deal is.
I disturbed them when I went over there.
Yeah, got them all jacked up. But isn't that impressive? I wasn't over there when she showed you. Isn't that impressive how much they cleared out in 1 week? I mean, I couldn't even get through it. I mean, it was incredible for me to even try to get my body through all the vines and the thicket and all that stuff. And now you can see straight through it with no issues. They've really done a number over there.
Yeah, they've been good. That's
really impressive. It's kind of cloudy here. It's kind of a gloomy day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You look a little tired.
I am.
But at least the weather's dropping a little bit, so that's nice. We can actually be out here and not die.
Yeah.
So that's good. I hope you all are having some little break in the heat as well. But you know, it's been kind of a rough month for us around here on the Stivers Homestead. There's been a lot of death. We didn't really announce it on here, but our cousin was in a devastating situation the other night, and he actually passed away as well. And his viewing is this weekend. So a lot of heavy stuff on our minds that are going on. So we really appreciate all the prayers that you all have sent us. It's been a lot that's just gone through the whole hillside here. A lot of stuff happening. But what?
I think I don't know. It might not be as fun right now to see us. We're usually joking and laughing and stuff, but it's just kind of stressful right now. So if you could think about us, pray for us, and send some encouragement, we could definitely use it.
For sure. But you know, the stuff has to move on. We have to continue to do things, plant the garden, because we don't want to let things slip away, and then here comes 2 months down the road and we're like, we should have got on that. Yep. So that's why we got to power forward, move forward, and continue to do what we're doing. That's all you can do while you're still remembering what is lost. On top of that, we got some other things that are happening when it comes to finances, with just after my father passed and figuring out what's the next thing for all of our lives. So a lot of that's happening. I know we've kind of teased around it, and we're very sorry about that. We just don't want to say it's going to be one way, and then it has to change, and then it has to change again, because y'all know how that is. Nothing's official. But at a high level, when my stepdad passed away, he didn't leave enough to cover bills, and him being the main breadwinner, it's figuring out, can we make it work here with Mom, because we're all on the same land? Is there potential that we have to sell and then move? All those things are scenarios that we're running through our head, finding all the different options. So of course that's a lot of the stressful stuff, but I just wanted to add a little more detail so we weren't just being so vague and you're like, what is happening over there? But that's some of the stuff, you know, it's basically, are we gonna be living here long term? If so, how are we gonna make that work? If we're not, where are we going? And when are we going? Kind of thing. Because y'all, if y'all have watched this a while, you know the work that we put into this place this year. That could be for two different things, right? That could be that we were prepping for long term, or we were making it ready for the next person that will be here, you know, because it's definitely added a lot to this space. So it could help sell if we needed to, I guess you could say. But we don't know what the future holds. We do know that we are making everyone stay in their home and not have any more of these, any more death that happens in the family. And I'm sorry if I laugh or smile. I'm not very good with those situations, unfortunately. But
just trying to keep everyone alive at this point.
Yes, yeah, exactly right. Just everyone needs to be alive and not have any more hits to the family, because a lot of them are just too close to home. So, you know, that's it for today. Sorry for the gloomy clouds, the gloomy faces.
We'll be back to normal soon. Just stick with us. We'll get there.
This is nothing long term. This is just a bad day.
Yep.
And it's not even a bad day. It's just rough.
It's not a bad day.
It's rough. We've had a good day. We went to Baghdad, got some feed for the animals. That's we love that ride. It's a nice ride out there. Very country-esque and just relaxing. But here we are.
Here we are.
Rambling and rambling and rambling.
What are we gonna do today?
I don't know. What you want to do today?
Well, you need to mow.
I do. I got to mow, and it's nice. I won't burn up when I mow.
I need to can some pickles.
Yeah, you need to can some pickles. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this. If anything, I hope you learned how to transplant a pea. All right, you know that part. So there you are. There's a transplanting a pea. If you want some land cleared, two goats to do it in a week in a 100-foot section. Yeah. So yeah, informative stuff.
It does feel like fall, so that's a positive.
There's a nice breeze. It feels good.
Bugs are still biting though.
Yeah, still got a lot of bugs. I'll mow. That'll help get rid of some of them bad boys.
That's true. Always a positive.
Always a positive.
All right, we love y'all. Hope you have a wonderful weekend, a good Saturday, and we will see you soon.
You sure you don't want to just keep dragging this on a little bit longer?
Pretty sure.
All right, y'all. We really appreciate it. Oh, the peas, like we said, that was Haas Tools. If you're interested in that below. Everybody asks where we got which seed is from what place. So I just wanted to remind everyone that's the Haas Tool arrow.
Green arrow.
Broken
peas.
arrow.
Nope. Green arrow peas.
Green arrow peas. Cool. All right, y'all. We love y'all. We'll stop rambling. Cameron tried to shut us down. So I know for you all, it just went from me talking to right back to this. Card went full. It said, y'all are done talking. And now I'm done talking. Until the next one, we love y'all.
See you next time.
Bye.